Hey folks, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Canada's Boxing Channel. I need everyone to help me out with something because I'm confused. Now, I'm often confused about a variety of things, but I'm very confused about heavyweight boxing today. Yesterday, I read an article that I thought just didn't make sense. I slept on it, and it still doesn't make sense. And that's that Moses ITAUMA, who is arguably the best prospect that there is in the heavyweight division, a person who has been variously touted as going to break Mike Tyson's record. We know that that's not going to happen now. Everybody who is anybody seems to say that this man is going to be a heavyweight champion of the world, and I hope so. He's on TalkSport all the time. He's talking as though he is already the heavyweight champion of the world. There was even an article on, I think it must have been TalkSport, where Simon Jordan and he were talking about whether his skills are better than Alexander Usyk. Wonderful. He's 11-0. You know, he could be on the cusp. Great. Let's make it happen. I'm excited. He's fighting in Glasgow, Scotland. Andy from Andy's Cavern will probably be there. This is all wonderful stuff. May the 24th, Moses ITAUMA, Glasgow, versus a former NFL football player who Boxrec has as inactive. He's fighting Mike Balogun, 6'1", 21-1 southpaw. The record looks okay, right? 21-1. He was knocked out by Murat Gassiev in 2023. He's had one fight since then against a chap called Lamont Capers with a record of 11 wins, 20 losses and 5 draws, who he went the distance with, winning on points. So this fellow, a former NFL linebacker, well, not quite NFL. I think he played a few games in the NFL, but he didn't really make it in the NFL. He left the NFL in 2014, or he left American football in 2014. And his record is very uninspiring. Murat Gassiev is the only real name on his record, and Murat Gassiev knocked him out. And then he went and fought a guy, 11 wins, 20 losses, 5 draws. So like real journeyman. And this fellow is being brought out to fight the hottest British prospect, maybe the world's hottest prospect in the heavyweight division, Moses ITAUMA, who last fought Dempsey McCain in Riyadh on December the 21st. So, help me here. You fight Dempsey McCain, who went the distance with Filip Hrgovic. You demolish Dempsey McCain. Surely the next level up is what you should be looking at, right? But you're going down. I don't care what his record says, 21-1. You're fighting a guy who has fought nobody. Make it make sense. This is ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, this is stupid. The guy isn't even rated in Boxrec. You go to Boxrec, look at it, look him up, and it says inactive. I don't know how to make sense of this. You've got somebody who, on one breath, you're touting as breaking Mike Tyson's record. This is the next world champion. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You put him in with Dempsey McCain, who okay, I wasn't super excited, but hey, you know, I thought, okay, let's see what he's got. He demolishes Dempsey McCain. Now, surely you should go through the list of top 10 it doesn't matter which of the sanctioning bodies. Find me somebody in the top 10 and have him in with that person to see, is Moses ITAUMA for real or not? But no, you go and find some guy who has not been fighting, whose last meaningful fight was 2023, and prior to that there weren't that many meaningful fights. A guy who's a former football player. Guys, help me out here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Because this looks to me like Moses ITAUMA has suddenly decided to find reverse gear, jammed it into reverse gear, and thrown his foot on the gas. How can this possibly help Moses ITAUMA's career? Other than, yeah, sure, he's going to highlight reel knock out some guy in the first, second, or third round, and he's going to move to 12-0. So, get him some better sparring. You don't need to have this fight. Help me make this sense. Am I missing something? Is Mike Balogun, you know, this super secret guy that nobody's ever heard of, that he's out there, you know, knocking guys out in gyms all across the world? You sure as hell ain't knocking guys out all across the gym in the United States or America, I'll tell you that. Why is Moses ITAUMA fighting this guy? It's annoying. It's a joke. And as a paying fan, I don't want to watch this. Get Moses ITAUMA in with somebody who's going to give him a test. You've wrapped this guy now in bubble wrap and you're putting him in against Mike Balogun. You may as well put Moses ITAUMA in against me, for God's sake. All right, that's my rant over for this morning. But this is getting annoying. Let me know what you think. And please like, please share, please subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a fabulous day. Make this make sense for me. Okay? Thanks very much. Bye-bye.